Hi everyone, welcome back to another SUPboarder video. My name is Ruben and today I'm going to talk you through 3 of the most popular jackets from Palm Equipment to keep you warmer, drier and more comfortable when you're paddling this year. A good waterproof jacket is a really useful piece of SUP equipment, especially when paddling in winter or wetter, windier days. Whether you're going out for a quick paddle with mates and there's a chance of a shower, or you're going for a multi-day SUP adventure, having a waterproof jacket that can keep you warm and dry is vital. Now there's lots of different styles of waterproof jackets out there designed for different paddling conditions and different paddlers, so it's really important you choose the right jacket for you, so it's definitely up to the job. Now, as you're probably aware, we've done lots of videos with Palm Equipment in the past. They offer a fantastic range of good quality jackets, as well as other clothing and accessories. There are super lightweight compact jackets, ideal for packing away in a dry bag just in case you need them. They have jackets that are just as functional on the water as on the land, so whether you're paddling or walking the dog, you can still keep dry. And they also have the more extreme jackets that are designed to really keep you warm and keep your body dry in those more extreme conditions. So if you're more of a winter paddler, a touring based paddler, those are the jackets you're going to be looking at. Now, with all of Palm's jackets, they are designed for paddlers by paddlers. Many of these jackets, the more touring SUP-based jackets we're going to be looking at, so you're going to find the shoulder cut is more generous, so you're going to have more freedom of movement. The back section at the back there comes down a little bit lower, so it's going to cover up a lot more of your body. The hoods are nice and big, so you can get them over helmets and hats. And the wrist seals are designed with paddlers in mind. So all of this was going to make your paddleboarding experience much more enjoyable when maybe the weather isn't. So in this video, I'm going to be looking at the 3 most popular jackets from Palm and the jackets we use the most. We have got the Vantage, the Terek, and the Bora. They're all over the head style half zip jackets, but they're 3 very different jackets that are going to fit maybe very different paddlers and your paddling needs. So let's dive into what's different about these jackets, and the most common questions you're probably going to ask yourself before you buy any sort of jacket is how waterproof the jacket is, how breathable the jacket is, and how compact or lightweight is the jacket. If we compare all of these jackets at the same time and look at stuff like the waterproofness, the Vantage has a waterproof rating of 10,000 millimeters. The Terek has a waterproof rating of 20,000 millimeters, and the Bora also has a rating of 20,000 millimeters. Now, what that all means is the higher the number, the higher the amount of water pressure the jacket is going to take before it leaks. To give you an idea, dry suits are at about 20,000 to 25,000 millimeters. So you can see the Terek and the Bora are much more waterproof jackets. They are designed to take a lot more rain, a lot more persistent downpours, where the Vantage is a much more of a lighter rain jacket. Still waterproof, but isn't going to take as much saturation as the other 2. With breathability, that's really important as well. Breathability is how much you can perspire in your jacket, and the heat can come out of your jacket without you sweating and feeling uncomfortable. The way they rate this is slightly different, but the Vantage is 5,000 grams, the Terek is 4,000 grams, and the Bora is 5,000 grams. Basically, it's 5,000 grams per square meter for 24 hours. It's all to do with how much moisture, as I said, comes through that material over a 24-hour period. Now, the higher the number, the more breathable the jacket is going to be. So, for example, if you're mountain biking, if you're running, you're producing a lot of sweat, a lot of heat inside your body, you're going to be looking maybe for something around 20,000 grams. But as for paddleboarding, touring paddleboarding, mainly in this sense, we're going to be looking at around the 5,000 grams. So you see that the Terek isn't actually as breathable as the Bora or the Vantage. Now that's due to the recyclable nylon material that we'll speak about in a minute in the Terek, but the Terek has got a few other properties that will outweigh the Bora and the Vantage, and that really leads us on to the 3rd point, which is weight and bulkiness. Now these 3 jackets are all very different. The Vantage in a large size like this one here weighs 486 grams, and in the ladies cut, also in a large size, weighs 442 grams. This jacket is not that bulky to wear, and it does pack down fairly easily, so you can easily get it in a dry bag. But the Terek is a lighter, more compact jacket. The large size is 476 grams, and it's a much lighter, less bulky jacket to wear it. The material is much more supple than the other two jackets. If you get a chance to feel these jackets in the shop, you will really see the big difference between these jackets and how this Terek is very, very different. So this jacket is the most comfortable jacket to wear, and when you're packing it down, maybe putting it in a dry bag, it will go the smallest as well. But if we move on to the Bora, that weighs 923 grams in the larger size. It's a much bigger, bulkier jacket. There's more layers in it. There's a lot more features which we're going to speak about in a moment. That jacket, for what it is still comfortable when you're wearing it, and it's definitely a jacket you're probably going to be wearing for most of your SUP session and not wanting to pack it down and get it in a bag, because it is that much bigger when it's packed down as well. So you can see there with the waterproofness, the breathability, and the weight and sort of compactness of the jacket, probably going to push you into a certain jacket already, depending on what type of paddling you're going to be doing. But let's move into each of these jackets, speaking about them individually and giving you the overall features so it can help you better decide from there. So starting off with the Vantage, this is the cheaper jacket of the three, but it's not the cheapest in the full palm range. It retails at £132. It's available in a men's and a woman's, and a good choice of colours. It's a good looking light jacket that easily packs down into its own hood. It's got a single drawstring adjustable waist, adjustable cuffs, and an offset front half zip, which can easily be pinned back. It's got a nice loose neck, a generous adjustable peak and hood that can easily roll away, and it can easily fit over a helmet or hat. It's got a nice low coverage over your bum, so when you're paddling and bending over, you're not going to get your bum wet. It's got a nice fleecy central pocket, and it's got a kangaroo zip pocket above that as well. It is the cheaper jacket of the three, and it's definitely a little bit simpler, but it still has excellent quality and some great features. It offers good protection when paddling from the elements, and it's ideal for wearing everyday paddling to light touring. It's not the most compact of jackets in the range, but it's still easy to roll up and put inside a dry bag just in case you need to use it. Remember, this one doesn't have a tight fitting waist or neck, so it won't keep you totally dry if you do fall in the water. Definitely one of the top rated jackets for everyday use. Moving on to the Terek. Now this is definitely more expensive. We're jumping up to £235. This is a unisex jacket available in two colours. Now its main features, it's very lightweight and it's super supple and soft. You barely really know you're wearing it compared to the other jackets. It's very, very quiet when you're paddling as well, so you don't hear that rustling noise. And this is all due to it being made with 3 layers of recycled nylon material from post-industry waste. Now this is great because Palmer really always thinking about the environment, and this is their newer jacket and it shows. The Terek has got exo skin wrist gaskets which will keep the water out, and it's got a non-slip Velcro adjustable waist so it can achieve a much tighter fit. It's not totally watertight again, but if you have a quick dunk it will keep you drier than the Vantage. Still got the same loose fitting neck, half zip, tunnel pocket, and the kangaroo zip pocket on top, very similar to the Vantage. And again, a nice generous peak which easily goes over a helmet or hat, and that hood can easily roll away. And also there's some reflective details on the Terek over the Vantage. The lightweightness and the compactness is what makes this Terek the ideal waterproof for taking away in your dry bag, just in case the weather changes on those longer paddles. Now despite the lightweight fabric, it still offers a high level of waterproofness, higher than the Vantage, so it will certainly keep you drier from the rain. The generous cut, just like the other palm jackets, makes it so easy to paddle in, nice and low at the back. You can even wear this jacket with a sort of even a t-shirt underneath. It really doesn't feel big and bulky like some other jackets, and this is probably one of the SUPboarder team's favourite jacket because you can paddle it all year round and even keep it with you on an unpredictable summer in England. But if you're not paddling in summer, you definitely need to be looking at a more full-on jacket, definitely if you live in the Northern Hemisphere. And we're going to be looking at the top end jacket from Palm, the Bora. Now this jacket retails at £320. It's a unisex jacket. It's available in one colour. It's got 3 layers of fabric providing warmth and waterproofness. It's got an adjustable exoskin inner neck seal providing a tighter fit, as well as the ability to open it right up. It's got a twin waist seal, which means that combined with something like the Atom trousers makes a 2-piece dry suit where you slide them inside themselves. Looking at the cuffs, you'll find that there's some proper latex seals around the cuffs so you're completely dry in your arms, and also it's an asymmetric cut on the wrists as well. You've still got the sort of generous adjustable hood that you find with the other jackets, easy to put over a helmet and hats. Nice tunnel, fleecy zip pocket, and even more reflective details down the arm. Now this jacket is definitely designed to keep you happier when the weather is really trying to make you as grumpy as possible. This is the jacket to wear all winter in the harshest of conditions, and having the ability to maybe double it up with some dry trousers is going to give you that much more drier, warmer, cozier feel. If you do fall in the water with this jacket, you're not going to be as waterproof as a dry suit because you haven't got a latex seal, but it's fairly close to keeping you bone dry. Definitely having the occasional dunk in the cold water. You're not going to get any water in the arms, very little to none in the waist at all, and a very small amount in the neck. If you're going to be diving in the water all the time, you're going to be looking towards going towards a full dry suit or a dry cag with a latex neck. This is the step down from that, but because of that, it's much more comfortable to paddle in. You've got much more movement around the shoulder area. All of that does obviously make the jacket bigger and more bulky. When you're wearing it, it doesn't really feel a problem, but if you're stashing it away in a dry bag, it is a bigger unit to carry. So it's really the jacket you're going to be wearing when you're paddling most of the time. That's what it's going to be best suited for. So more extreme conditions, definitely when the weather's not as nice, and it's going to keep you warmer and drier, and it's definitely the jacket I'm going to be having when I'm paddling in the harshest winter conditions. So as you can see, all waterproof jackets, but 3 very different waterproof jackets with 3 very different uses and pros and cons. In summary, if you're after an everyday waterproof for paddling on the water and also keeping dry off the water, I will recommend the Vantage. It's a jacket I've been using for years, very comfortable to paddle in, and it still packs down fairly small as well. But if you're after a super compact, lightweight jacket that gives you the best performance when you're paddling, but still very waterproof and easy to fit inside a dry bag, it's got to be the Terek. It's a great supple jacket, and when you feel one and put one on, you will notice the difference when you're wearing it compared to the other 2. But if you're looking for a jacket to keep you the warmest and driest, you're gonna be looking towards the Bora. This is the heaviest jacket out of the 3, but if you're wearing it, it's still supple and nice to paddle in. And it's definitely the jacket that's gonna keep you going in the harshest winter conditions. So you can see there 3 very different jackets from Palm. They all have their same Palm DNA, so top quality, well made, good materials put into these jackets. And also Palm really are working to making more sustainable products for us to keep using, and more sustainable materials in their jackets as well. And the Terek is a great example of that. I know a lot of you out there have already got Palm equipment and are very, very happy with it. If you've used a Vantage, a Terek or a Bora, please let us know your feedback. Get them in the comments section below. And even if you think these jackets don't quite suit you, remember there's lots of other jackets available from Palm as well. And also, if you can get yourself to a shop and actually see some of these jackets in the flesh, I can guarantee you'll be pretty astounded by the quality and how they feel when you're wearing them. Thank you very much. Hope you found this video interesting and informative, and we'll see you on another SUPboarder video soon.